Welcome to Hustle System. My name is Mikhail. I help people master their mindset, build a better business, help you live your life on your terms. In this video, we're going to give you 3 tips for how to win on social media. And as always, before we dig in, please subscribe to the channel. And if you have already subscribed but have not, click that little notification bell. Click that little bell so you can be notified when I upload more amazing videos like this. 3 steps to win on social media. We're not going to talk about hashtags. We're not going to talk about anything outside of the realm of how you can win on social media, okay? I don't want you to start thinking about how can we get social media to win on the algorithm, okay? There's plenty of other videos for that. We'll be talking about that. I want you to feel like you're winning on social media because that's what's gonna create a winner effect on social media. Okay, and track with me here for a moment. So, tip number 1, do cooler stuff off social media, okay? Because why do people follow other people on social media? It's usually not because their lives are boring, right? The average person wants to see cool stuff. The average person wants to see something exciting. The average person actually wants to live vicariously through somebody else. Right? It's a lot easier to watch MTV Cribs than it is to go earn a $25 million mansion. It's a lot easier to go watch somebody else drive a supercar than it is for yourself to actually go buy that Lamborghini, that Maserati, that Ferrari or whatever, right? So the average person's life is kind of stale, right? They have their little mortgage, they have their little job, and they have their little career that they don't really enjoy anymore, that they've been doing forever, and they don't know what else to do with their life, so they're just gonna keep doing it. And they want to vicariously live somebody else's experience. So what do they watch? They'll watch travel influencers, they'll watch people that are building businesses, they'll watch motivational speakers that are crushing stages, they'll watch musicians, they'll watch artists, they'll watch food shows, right, of food that they probably can't even afford to eat, but it looks good, and so they feel like, while they're sitting there with their little TV dinner, they're watching, Master Chef, and they're imagining they're like having this great thing. And it's kind of sad in a way, to be honest. Social media is kind of sad, but what I want you to do is, again, to dial into this idea that you can win on it by living a cooler life. Like, go take the time to go do something cool and share it. Good example is I went to Africa recently. I shared that trip. That was a beautiful trip, driving up and down Cape Town, just absolutely phenomenal, gorgeous views, amazing energy, right? And that creates something that people want to see because now they're like vicariously living. They're like, well, they didn't have to go fly from Los Angeles to Zurich to Cape Town to Zurich and back, right? That's a long trip. That's like 30 hours each way or something. And they didn't have to do that. So they're able to kind of just open their phone up while they're literally like in the bathroom or sitting on their couch, and they're able to see Cape Town through that. So whatever it is that you're doing, live a more exciting life, and the second is give people a window to experiences that they want to experience themselves but can't. Okay, and this is huge. This is something that actually you can do to give back to your followers, to give back to your community, is if you're doing something cool, right? If you're at the Grammys, if you're at some movie premiere, if you're on some amazing adventure, give a window into that world for the people that are following you, and they'll really actually appreciate it, right? If you're on top of a beautiful mountain and you do a nice slow pan, that's really, really beautiful stuff, right? That's really beautiful. If you're at an event with amazing people, tap them in, because some of those people are probably people that other people look up to, right? They're like, wow, you're there with so-and-so, like that's so cool, I wish I could meet that person. And you go, yeah, I got to meet that person, really cool. And now they're vicariously getting to live through your experiences. So number 1 is do cooler stuff. Number 2 is give people a window into a world they wish they could live, right? That's why travel influencers are so huge, right? One day they're in the Maldives, the next day they're in Italy, the next day they're at the pyramids of Egypt, like whatever it is that they're doing, it's like, oh cool, I wish I could go do that. But I have work tomorrow, and then the next day, and then the next day. My boss won't let me take a vacation. So what are they going to do? They're going to go on their little Instagram profile. They're going to go and they're going to take a look, and they're going to be fulfilled in a way. And that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool that you, as a creator, is able to do that. So again, live a better life, a more interesting life. Do cooler stuff outside of social media. Number 2 is give people a window to experiences that they otherwise couldn't experience. And number 3 is actually create a episodial system around the way that you post. Create a theme around what you stand for, so that if you are just an influencer, don't just be a motivational. Don't just be another one of these motivational poster people, right? Like if you guys watch my stuff, like I'll post motivational quotes, but then I'll post like really edgy stuff, and then I'll post one of my videos, and then I'll post, you know, a viral video, and I'll post some other stuff, and some other stuff, and some other stuff. And so it creates this, you want to be kind of disruptive. You don't want to be posting the same thing that everybody else is posting. So again, number one, do cooler stuff off of social media so people actually see that you have a life. Number two is give them a window into your life that's interesting. And number three is curate the experience. Curate the experience of what they're seeing, right? Just like when you go and you turn on Netflix, there's a show. That show has an opening, right? That show has the opening credits, and it sets the stage, and then there's the scene, right? It doesn't just go boom, here you go. Right? There's a little bit of a table setting, if you will. So set the table for your audience with the way that your profile is structured, with the way that your content is structured. Really take the time to think artistically about setting the scene rather than just plopping stuff out there, right? Nobody really wants to go have just random stuff plopped on their table. It's like if you were to go to a restaurant and you order the meal, and then the chef just comes out and he just takes all the ingredients from that meal and just puts them on the table and goes, here you go. That's your meal. I see so many people doing this on social media. It's absolutely insane. They will only repackage other people's content. They will only post motivational quotes. They will only do X, Y, Z. And what they're not realizing is they're limiting themselves, and they're not using it as a creative platform. Like Instagram, for example, right now is a massively creative platform. YouTube is a massively creative platform. And there's something very, very beautiful about that. It gives you the capacity to express yourself in a unique way. It allows you to curate an experience. Just like a chef, if you were to order a delicious meal, he wouldn't just go take those ingredients and put them on your table. No, he would cook the meats a certain way, right? He would design the plate so it looks beautiful. He would curate the experience of presenting those ingredients in a very specific way. And you need to be doing that with your content rather than just putting a quote out. Maybe have an image of yourself on a mountain with a quote. Even little things like that make a huge difference because it feels like you're a part of the process. They're connecting with your personality. They're becoming a part of your journey, okay? So again, this is super simple. 3 ways to win on social media. Do cooler stuff off social media. Okay, the people with the most followers always do cool stuff outside of social media. That's when people follow them. Number 2, give your followers a sneak peek window into the life they wish they could live so that they feel like they're right there with you, experiencing the things that you're experiencing. And number 3 is curate that experience for them so that it feels beautiful, it feels majestic, it feels exciting, it feels like something unique. It feels like a dish at a restaurant that you can't get anywhere else rather than just a McDonald's hamburger. All right? That's a simple, short video. Gonna blaze through it. Again, if you want more social media tips, make sure you subscribe to our free Hustle System community. We've got a great community for entrepreneurs and influencers and game changers, and it's completely free to join. So click that button down below, join it. We do challenges in there. We drop exclusive content. We do Q&As with some of the biggest influencers in the world, biggest marketers in the world, just total industry domination leaders. Hop in there. They help us out. They help you out. So it would be a no-brainer. Click that link down below, join it. Again, free. I don't get a penny out of it. I just wanted to create something that was special, that was unique, that for me was like a curated experience for you so that you can, again, get a sneak peek into the window of my soul and see how cool everybody's life is that is in there. You see what I did there? That's like kind of a reverse sweep in jiu-jitsu is what we call it. So you are awesome. Again, join the free community. If you haven't checked out the mentoring program, check that out. There's a link down below for that as well. As always, this has been Hustle System. My name is Mikhail. I help people master their mindset, build a better business, help you live your life on your terms. Man, that's a mouthful. I love you. I appreciate you. Please stay tuned for more videos, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.